Don't Be Silly Billy 3. One day, Donald was with Thomas and Percy in the yard. I hear from ye Thomas about an engine called Billy, said Donald. Correct, said Thomas. He will be scrapped sometime. Donald gasped. Don't mention that word. It makes me wheels wobble. It does the very same to old Slow Coach, said Percy. She was about to be scrapped, but Thomas and I saved her. That night, Donald took a flatbed to a faraway part of the island. He was about to go on his return journey when... That sounds like a steam engine, he thought. The wheesh came again. Who's there? Answered Donald. A whisper came. Are you Sir Topham Hatt's engine? Aye, and proud of it. Well, I'm Billy. I've been sent here to stay for an additional 2 days. But what are you doing? Escaping. From what? Scrap. Donald shivered. Then he remembered Percy's story about saving old Slow Coach. I'll be glad to help you. Since you are about to be scrapped, I'm taking you away. Their drivers and firemen agreed to help too. Everyone worked fast. No time to turn around. I'll run tenderfest. Come on. But before they could leave, they were stopped. Aha! Called the foreman. An orange tank engine? You can't take that. Aye, but they're all for us, said Donald's driver. See for yourself. The foreman looked all over Billy. Seems to look good, said the foreman. Run along now. That was close. I know, said Billy, and they forged ahead. It was daytime when their journey ended. We home! Cried Donald. Shh, said his driver. I see the works. We'll find a place for Billy. Billy said goodbye and thank you to Donald, and then he puffed off. Then Donald told Thomas, Percy, Duck, and James all about Billy. Sir Topham Hatt might know this, said Thomas. How will he find out? Said Duck. What's all this about? Said Sir Topham Hatt. I beg your pardon, sir. Donald did something to Billy, said James. What did he do? Asked Sir Topham Hatt. Donald saved Billy from scraps, added Thomas. Yes, Donald, you did the right thing. For your heroism, you get a new coat of paint, said Sir Topham Hatt. Thomas, Percy, Duck, and James all cheered. Now Billy is mended and has returned to work. He and Donald often work together. Billy's best friend. Billy feels proud of working on the Little Western. He feels happy there. He likes talking about the time that Donald had saved him from Scrap. If it wasn't for his help, Billy would say, I would have not been here on Sir Topham Hatt's railway. Everyone else wanted to know about Billy's adventure. Amazing, remarked the duck. You and me will work together tomorrow, said Oliver. The next day, Billy was coupled up to the front of the train, with Oliver at the back. Then Sir Topham Hatt arrived. You two are going to be very busy. First, you both will take empty cars to the yard. Then, next, you will take a flatbed of pipes to the station. Edward will take them from there. Lastly, you will deliver fruit to the docks. Then he left. Billy wasn't paying any attention. Suddenly, he stopped. He had decided to tell the truth. That's okay, said Oliver. Now, let's get back to work. Billy and Oliver delivered the empty cars to the yard. Then, they delivered the pipes to the station and left them for Edward. Then, they took the fruit to the docks. Then, they rested. Oliver, said Billy, you're such a nice engine. Also, I really enjoyed working with you. Oliver was happy. Then, the two best friends puffed to their sheds. A special job. Douglas and Duck were alone with Billy. They were talking a lot. After Duck left, Sir Topham Hatt came to see Billy and Douglas. You both have a very busy day. You will take passengers to stations on the Little Western. Douglas and Billy were happy. Then, Billy and Douglas were coupled up to their coaches. After the conductor's whistle blew, they went off. Billy wasn't paying any attention to what he was doing. Because of this, he crashed into a freight car. When James saw what had happened, he was very cross. "You crashed into one of the freight cars I was supposed to collect, silly Billy," James scolded. Sir Topham Hatt was also cross. "Billy, you have caused confusion and delay," he boomed. "However," he continued, "I'm giving you a second chance because that's what everybody deserves." After Billy was put back on the rails, he and Douglas arrived at the station, just in time. "Today, I enjoyed working with you," said Billy. Now that the job was done, they can have fun together, as good friends should.
Hooray!